Good morning. Hi, everybody. I hope you have your sketchbook ready and I hope you've got your pencil case full of your pencils and markers and erasers and everything ready. Hi, I am your party artist here with you on Cartooning Monday, and I'm here to help you have fun and learn a little bit about cartooning. Yes, cartooning is a lot of fun, and like I say, I hope you got your sketchbook and I hope you got your pencils ready. Ooh, and if you want to know a little bit more about me, check out my website. KimOverholt.com. Yeah, KimOverholt.com. That's me. And I got my own website, KimOverholt.com. That way, yeah. So if you want to know a little bit more about me, check me out. And today I'm going to do as I usually do. I'll get you started with a little bit of drawing, and then I want to give you some ideas today because I came up with a whole whack of ideas for myself to keep myself occupied. So I wanted to just blah, 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 come here and share this with you today. And I'm here in my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. And yes, I'm in the different part of my studio today. I decided to set up over here for fun just because I don't do this side very often. So I just thought I'd come here and do this side for a change. How do you like it? Do you think this is a wild looking kind of studio setup or what? If you look over here, I've got a gallery going on the side with a plant, and I got my little is it Dario stool. Got my Spider-Man whatchamacallit calendar, Spider-Man calendar, because I like Spider-Man and comics and cartoons and stuff like that. So I'm big on this stuff, right? So I love to share it with you guys. And if you make it fun and don't make it into a job, it is actually you can have a good time with it and like doing it a lot. Kind of like you know, if you have a good pastime that you like to do, maybe there's something like something as simple as putting your finger in your ear. If you like to do that, some people do. And if that's your kind of thing, well, then you just do what makes you happy. If it makes you happy, do it. As long as you're not harming other people or disturbing any kind of balance, yeah, have fun with it. You know what I mean? But here we are today, and I'm here to teach you a little bit about cartooning. So this is going to be kind of a fun one today because I've been brainstorming all kinds of ideas. So first things first, we're just going to get you started with drawing. And like I say, I always hope that you have like a pencil case that you can put all your pencils, pens, markers, and whatnot in it. I'll show you. Let me just angle down the camera here a little bit. I'll show you what I've got in my bag. What's my bag, baby? Let me show you. Yeah, so if you look here, I don't know if you can see in this. I can give it an angle like this so you can see I got like my pens. I got my special pens. I got my eraser in here, but I've not only got that eraser, I've got this big monstrosity. And no, it's not a giant gray poo. It's actually an eraser, and ooh, I got stuff all over it. That's the problem you do when you put it in with your pencil. Sometimes it picks up the pencil shavings. And I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, right. So, and this thing I've had since college. So, what I usually do is I just keep on twisting it. It's actually very good if you have a lot of stress because you can pretend like you're just twisting something. So you get it to, yeah, because sometimes you have to move it to have it erase stuff because when you start using it with pencil, it's a pencil eraser. But if you start, sorry, this gets your muscles going. There we go. If you do this, if you have one of these, you can you can get like little tiny spots if you have a spot on your picture. It's like, oh, I can't get it with a normal eraser like that. You can go in and take this and make it into like a little point over here, and then you can kind of dab it on the end there and then move it around and then dab another little point and then move it around. And I can kind of show you like whenever we start to do a little bit of drawing, I can just see what we can get into today without getting into a too long of a journey. Okay, so pencil erasers are a godsend. Pencils, any kind of I I wear down my pencils as much as possible, and it's also good to make sure you have your. I lose it along the way sometimes, but let's see if it's here. Haha! Yes, it is here. My pencil sharpener. You got to keep your pencil sharp because that's the only way that you're going to get the right, like little tiny little that you need for doing that drawing that you want to get done. So good pencils, good erasers, and good sharpener to make sure pencil's nice and sharp. All right. So you start off, make sure you got your basics. Oh, and I don't think they need that in there. That's a dry erase marker. But we will use it behind me. All right. So let me just, yeah, I don't know how that got in there. That wasn't supposed to be in there. Okay. So I have this one here, but I got this one as well. So dry erase markers are also very cool to have because it saves you from having, if you don't have an eraser and you're using markers on paper, that's one thing. But if you're using a dry erase board, that makes it easier. If we're just getting ideas down, dry erase boards are like a godsend too. It's almost like a chalkboard, but less messy. Less messy? I don't know. Sometimes it can be just as messy. So let me get you started with a little bit. Oh, let me make sure I got my eraser for this too. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay, and I got my eraser. All right, so let's get you started with a little bit of drawing. Okay, let me tilt this up a little bit. Up a little bit. There we go. Good enough. You like my painting over on the side? I taught that one a few years back, and if you want to do it with me, we are more than happy to do painting together as well here at Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. So let me get you started with your basics. Okay, so your basics are, of course, your triangle, your circle, and your square. You got to be able to draw at least that to start. And not exactly, they don't have to be perfect. Nobody says that anything has to be perfect. Find my eraser. I'm not perfect, that's for sure. All right, but I try. We always try and make sure that we work on it because everything that we do takes practice. People say, "Oh, you've got a skill." I'm like, no, you just got to get good at doing something. You get good at doing something. You can make like a buddy. Anyways, okay, so when you get good at doing like those circles, triangles, and squares, you can start making all kinds of them. I always tell people when you're starting to learn how to paint, my 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 things that I tell you that are really important to know are your colors. So like there's red, yellow, and blue as your main colors, and then there's all colors mixed together become black, which is kind of interesting because I mean when you take these three shapes and kind of mix them together, you can get something very cone shaped, like a cone, like an ice cream cone. So you got the circle, the triangle, and it's almost like a box kind of shape. It gives it three-dimensional, like 3D. That's when it's almost like, everything kind of coincides with each other in a weird kind of way. Why do you say it that way? I don't know. But okay, so then there's that, and then of course 3D, which is all kind of like putting it into the real, where it's like this is 2D when it's all flat like this. It's like 2D. When it becomes more around and you can kind of see surface and dimension, it becomes more 3D. And when you have it, like when it becomes right here, like right now, in surreal almost, that's 4D. But I haven't gotten to 4D yet. I'm already 50. Okay. It's weird. Okay, anyways. So when you get to know the basics of doing your three shapes and then making them into almost a 3D, I tell people, when you know how to do your shapes, it's also good to know your colors and to even know your lettering, so your A, B, C's and 1, 2, 3s. Because sometimes you can make it look like stuff, like you can take the A here and you can extend it like this and make the things that go up like this. And then you can make it kind of look like that. They can make it start to look like the Eiffel Tower. Yes, there we go. You have the flag flying up there, something like that. And then, like for B, you can make like I can make it into a butterfly. See, of course, you can make that C look like it's a cookie with a bite out of it. So, can you see that? So you make things, even like words, and can be made into any kind of drawing. Of course, you can make one into a very big one using fonts, adding squares and triangles. You can make it very. You can make bubble lettering and stuff like that. Two is like one of those things that you can also be following along. Make bubble letters like that. So there we go. So you can practice making bubble letters with 1, 2, 3 and ABCs and making all kinds of things, making them into something. So that's the great thing about being able to draw, and everything just takes a lot of practice. You like my bunny? You like my bunny? Yeah, what's up, Doc? Yeah, what's up, Doc? And then you get into, of course, you get good and you start to like to emanate some of the people that you see on television that do a lot of drawings, like a lot of animated cartoons and stuff like that. And that's where it gets to be fun. Where, this is what I'm going to be showing you next, is getting into caricatures. I'll write that down for you. Caricature. Today we're going to get into that a little bit. Caricature is a lot of fun. It actually takes something that is obvious and just makes it that more obvious. But for example, say you have a friend that wears glasses, okay, but and you notice that their glasses are big on their face, so you would make something like kind of like draw their glasses first, then you would draw their face. And say they had big hair too, so you'd make their hair. And everybody would know who that is. Okay, it's kind of small. Maybe we should make that a little bit bigger so you can kind of see. Okay, I'll try it doing a little bit bigger. Caricature. All right. You accentuate people's faces by making them seem smaller or bigger than they are. Yeah, so again, I'll show you a little bit bigger. So say you know somebody who has lots of curly hair. You can make them lots of big curly hair and have just have like a little head. And just continue it on and make sure you have lots of. I've seen a girl that I'm like, oh my, I love your hair. How do you get it to do that? She says, lots of product. I'm like, yeah, it's beautiful. So if you know somebody with curly hair, you can accentuate to like extremely curly hair, you know. And eyes, nose, and mouth, kind of thing. Just something cute. And again, if they wear glasses and the glasses are very dominant there, you can probably put in the glasses there too. And kind of make it like that. I've done stuff like that in the past and it looks really cute. You accentuate different parts of people's anatomy so that they look like it looks almost out of proportion, but you know still who the person is, kind of thing. Case in point would be here, I'll give you a good idea. It's like, say when you're doing somebody's, like, yeah, and that's a shape right there. It's almost like, say they got a big forehead and a little chin. So say there's your. And then you gotta make somebody who's like. And this would be like their hair. You get rid of all the lines in here. They say, hey, I know somebody who looks like that, you know? And you could do it the other way around too. So you have somebody that has a big forehead and a little chin, or you have it the other way around where, you know, it's again a triangle shape where they have a big jaw and a little chin. I mean, and so like that. You have their hair in there. You put the jawline. Oh, maybe you make it like they have the big chin, like the big accentuated chin, like that kind of. You know, it sticks right out, and then they have the big lips, kind of thing. So you always have your your thing handy. Your and say they got nice big nostrils or something too, and and say they have like a little forehead and big jaws, and big and they have the accented, kind of like that. I don't know, something like that. You accentuate one where one a part of it or the other, and then they get a small little neck or something. So you make extremes of people, um, with what they look like and stuff like that. So that's an extreme too. All right, and then you have like even like when you come to body shape, some people are like a skinny, skinny, skinny. You know what I mean? Or you can have a guy that's like. The, can practice the muscles, making the big muscles big, that kind of thing. The kind of thing where you have somebody who's walking and they got the big muscles and blah blah blah. Anyways, you play like that. You do stuff like that, kind of. But there's all kinds of things that you can do when you get into making caricatures of people. And I came up with this great idea because I've already got a person who's interested in me doing a caricature of her. And I was just thinking of because she's got the person that I know, she's got such a nice smile. And I'm going to do like a quick little sketch to kind of see if I can just do it off the top of my head. So, and this is sometimes fun to do, like learning how to do one. You use circles again, use circles and triangles and squares. Start at the very basics and go from there. So let's say, so say her head is like this, and so that's like the top of her head there, and then you gotta make her jawline. So she's got like an ear like that, and she's got a cute little face like this, kind of like that. And then you erase all your lines that you don't want. So you're left with just the basic outline. And then imagine what her hair would look like. So I'm trying to think of what her hair is like. She usually has her hair up in a ponytail. so we can make sure that her caricature is a little bit like has her hair in a ponytail too. And she has a really bright smile. So the thing that would stick out for me from her for what her personality is her smile. So I would kind of like draw a big smile. A big smile. So she'd be a happy person all the time. And I see her all the time. She's always smiling at me, and I smile back because it's important to show people, yeah, hey, I'm paying attention, and not just kind of just looking at you. I see that you're smiling, and I want to smile too. There we go. Happy smile. And she's got a cute little nose, so I'll make her like a cute little nose for her there. And yeah, it's this cute. And trying to think about her. She's got pretty eyes, so get a little bit closer. A little more like this. No, yeah. So this is just off the top of my head. I'm just trying to think of her face while I'm doing it, and her hair kind of goes back like that. And of course, she like I say, she wears like a ponytail in her hair. And I was thinking maybe I should do that with all the friends that I have, make them all into nice caricatures, which would be nice. I have done drawings of a lot of the people that I know from Facebook and from over the years of Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that. People that I follow and I talk to. And I always find it fun to do caricatures of people. So a lot of people don't like them though, unfortunately, because some people can look at them and go, "That doesn't look like me. That's not what I look like." But then you find like other accents of people of what makes them who they are. So you can even like she's a curvy lady. She's not fat, but she's not skinny. Make her look kind of curvy, kind of like that. Just play with the idea, and you get down to a nice little thing, and then you draw, and hopefully they like it, or they'll will give you a picture and say, "Make this of me," and I can like, okay, yeah, no problem, I can draw that, no problem. But that's just like a basic idea what I'm thinking of for her, and she wants to actually do it for her YouTube and for her own cartooning or not cartooning thing that she does on her channel. So, but make it like a stylized something of her, right? To make it a caricature. So it's not exactly her, but it is her. If people looked at it, they'd be going, "Oh, I can tell who that is, no problem." And this is just a rough. So if you're out there, this is not you. This is not you. This is just a rough version. It won't look like that when I'm done. And like I say, this is all about just practicing it because if you don't practice it with anything, you lose it. Because even with my, I used to be really good at singing. Like I used to get, I used to go karaoke quite frequently. And then when COVID happened, I didn't go out for like a couple of years. And in this couple of years, my voice just I can't hit high notes like I used to, and I'm thinking it's because I haven't had a chance to actually go out there and do it. Because when I'm alone and I have handy dandy microphone like over here, see, I can usually just grab a hold of it and hit those notes. But if I'm not, if I haven't been doing it for a while, it's going to take me a while to get back up there again. So practice, I can't say it enough. You have to get the practice in. You got to do it because if you don't do it, you lose it. Honestly, and if you want to get good at anything, it's all about doing it for you, doing it for nobody else, but for your own satisfaction, as well as SATISFAC. T-I-O-N. Satisfaction guaranteed. Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah. So today I'm going to be just thinking of ideas for doing caricatures of different people that I know, and it'd be a fun exercise for me, and it might be a fun exercise for you too. Ask a friend that you know if you can draw them, and just make them into a cartoon if you want to, or if you want to be serious and really make them like a serious, like you want to have a, you know, have a sort of people. And this is just basic. You just start drawing. Just draw. Get the basics so that you know the whole breakdown of how to put a face together. Just draw a face. Doesn't matter who it is, can be anybody. Just draw. Just draw a face of somebody. And then just, get used to where to put proportions of different people, like different like cheekbones, facial features, and like I say, accentuate the obvious. Okay, so say, here's an idea. Say, somebody who's got, well, that they have a very round face, and let me see. So let's say, somebody who is kind of like that. I don't know anybody who's like this, but I'm just drawing this because I don't know, but whatever. Say you have somebody that's just kind of like have a face like this, and their nose is like really big. So you can accentuate the nose, see, and have it kind of like say, and if their lips are big, you can make the lips big, kind of thing too. But I mean, again, if they have small, and if they have small eyes, you can make them extremely small, like that. Or say you got a person, your friend has um, big eyes, big nose, a big mouth, whatever the case may be. How about crazy eyebrows? And like this wild hair that makes you look like some kind of wacko or something. Like that. I mean, with hair like that, that's freaking crazy. I mean, look at those eyebrows, though. That's crazy eyebrows. Crazy eyebrows. Right there. Shway shway. Shway shway. Shway shway. Shway shway. Shway shway. Ducks at the side of smoke. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, you can make fun. I remember one time I made fun of I made him one guy when I was in high school. High school. Yeah, I had to draw him out because that was the only way I could get over the fact that he was bothering me. There we go. So yeah, crazy eyebrows. You can go on, make all kinds of wild, wacky, fun things. Um, you can do something like this. Of course, I'm trying to do it rough and. That's crazy sound. Hold on a second. Have something like that. Looks like a monkey. We go with a life preserver. Maybe she's saying that. If you can't read that, that's okay. It's just like a little caricature I do of my own kind of thing going on in the world. I think it's hilarious. Yeah, I like poking fun at people all the time. So if you see me poking fun, don't mind it. It's only fun. Yeah, you can have fun with all kinds of things. Um, let's see. I have another caricature. Who should I do it of? Well, let me pick one. Okay. So let me see if I can do this. Have an idea? It's gonna be so simple and so quick with doing something like this. And you could put terms. And you'd be like, "Hey, is this supposed to be Neil Peart? Yeah, it's like Neil Peart." And I get the idea because I'm just looking at a picture, my picture that I painted over there too. So it's like, hey, I can just do a quick little idea, and people will know. It looks like a quick little sketch of, hey, it looks like it could be Neil Peart. Yeah, it could be. If you want to make it more like him, of course, you would just play with it more. So just giving you a basic idea, and that's what caricatures are. It's just like a quick little sketch of somebody and it looks, as soon as you see them, you're like, I know who that is, right? So when you see these pictures, sometimes you realize who they are, sometimes you don't, and sometimes it's like, oh, okay, now I see it. Some people are so good with caricatures that they get them to a T, but it still has that bit of cartoony look to it. And some people, it's just more cartoon and less person looking, and everybody kind of looks the same, like my little guy that I do all the time. Like I can draw him all the time, but I can make him up like another character, like over here, um, or the direction one, like going this way, with a different nose, different mouth, and but same kind of maybe different hair. But everybody has a similar kind of feature, which is like this, the same big googly eyes kind of thing. And the one over here, I can make one kind of like different nose. Yeah, like a guy who has a little heavier there. That make it look like an older guy. More curly hair there. Right there. Maybe longer too. There we go. Be like that. But all similar characters of the same kind of look of the eyes, kind of googly looking. So there's another idea for doing some kind of cartoony looking thing you can do. So that's something to play with, is having everybody have a similar look to them. And from there you can kind of make it so that everybody kind of, I can give you a good idea for it. I can give you an example. If I can find it in my books, sketchbooks here. I've got so many sketchbooks. Let me get you going. I'm showing you my sketchbooks. If I can find the one that has them. I have so many, like this one here. Let me see what's in here. Anything in mine in here? Oh yeah. And I have great ideas of caricatures. So I'll give you some ideas. Okay, so idea like that. Something like this. Something like that. Yeah. You can get started with the shapes. And this is like I'm just using pen and just going for it, and just making it looks cartoony, but it looks like a person too. It's a caricature. Something like this. What was that? And this is in 2017. This is 2017, so this is going back a few years too. And this is just some of the caricatures we do with people. Make them quickly. Oh, there's my hubby. What does he say? I really have a really big t-shirt. I have a really big t-shirt, yes. And some other faces. You get the expressions. People's faces down. Try to do the expressions, wherever you can. There's like an idea there too. See? People. That's when I was doing caricatures over at the Fairview. I mean, not Fairview, at the Penn Center. That's one drawing I did. There's an idea. Of like a couple together, that kind of thing. Nice little caricature, two of them together. One lady going shopping, enjoy shopping. People going shopping. That was when I was doing the behind closed doors, and it was caricature over at Penn Center. Ideas, and you give yourself ideas for things. Splash page. Yeah, it's a mermaid splash page. See what else I got going on here. Okay, yeah. So there's more. So there's like stuff like that. Facial expressions. And oh, look, I got blank pages from here. Oh, okay, just when I was starting to get good. Okay, the rest is all empty there. But there you go. There's some ideas, caricatures right there. I do practice them. I really do. Let's see if I need more of them and show you. What do we have in this one? And so here's more ideas for doing, like, if you want to do your own cartoons. I have, and my one friend, she's got this on her foot. That's a really cool thing. This. Spider. Whoa, is that a real spider? No, but you can make it look 3D if you ever wanted to. See? Three-dimensional. What did I tell you? Circle you can make into a sphere, make it almost three-dimensional. Yes, yes. Beetles up close. What are you running for? 2000s. This is 2016. Alligator pie. Everybody remember alligator pie? If I don't get some, I think I'm going to die. Right? Yes. Hey, unicorns. Sound familiar? Not like I haven't been doing before. Oh, and here's Stevie Ray Vaughan playing with glass. These might be more portraits and things and stuff. It gives you some idea of the things that I do, though, so that you know. This kind of things that you can do, and then you can color them in. Like this is all kinds of cartooning that you can do on your own. I didn't realize that there was a light that's kind of shining on the top of everything. Oh, well, hey, we just angle it down a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so there you go. So you can see that. Let's show you what else we do. I got all kinds. I do pictures of people, come up with ideas. Something comes into my head and I got to get it down. And that's the kind of thing that I love working on. And, some very simple ideas. Even working on your signature, working on your penmanship is always a good thing to do. We can get some crazy stuff going on like that. You know, you can see it far away, but when you get up close, it's kind of interesting. Ideas, stuff like that. Basic designs, coming up with ideas. Okay. Oh, yeah, I turned 21. Okay. Oh. I can see paradise by the campfire light. Oh, right, we gotta do that one for sure. Okay, so I got some stuff like that going on. You know, this is the stuff that I like to do. This is when I was doing some of my Inktober, and oh, there you go. So you can see, I love drawing, I love to draw, and I love to color. And you can do all kinds of things. Just, you know, you give yourself a little bit of time and be patient and a lot of practice, you can get good at it too. There's an interesting caricature of somebody walking. I did I got to color these things in too, so there's all kinds of stuff to do. You can do. This is when I was doing my Inktober. That's right, Inktober's. Doing ropes and fans and ideas for tattoos. A nice little overshot, and I love doing Inktober. They're so much fun. And cartooning is a thing that you can do all the time. Look at this. See? Flick-a-bick. Or no, that's a Zippo. Sorry, a Zippo. Or it can be a rock climbing silhouette. We can have something like that. Or we can have something like that. Oh, Lords be praised. Oh, Lord. You know. Oh, hibernation. Isn't that cute? I love drawing this stuff. You know, it's always a lot of fun. And I always get more ideas. And look at that. I mean, caricatures can be so much fun. So there you go. That's just giving you some ideas of the things you can do. I've got sketchbooks full of all kinds of ideas. And all it really needs, if you want to do what I do, is this right here. Practice, lots of practice. The better you do, the better you get. And the more you want to do it and the happier it makes you, that's what counts, right? And that's what I love to do. My art is what makes me happy, and that's what I like to do. And that's what I love showing you guys, especially on Cartooning Mondays. So I want to say thank you for tuning in, because I probably showed you enough already for you to get started on your own, at least. And thank you for tuning in. And like I say, every day we have something different going here at Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. Now tomorrow is Magic Tuesday, so I was big on magic back in the past, so I love that kind of stuff. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday, because I think that everybody needs a little bit of time to just kind of feel good about themselves. Thursdays are Entertainment Thursdays. How could I forget? Because then I love having fun with you. And Entertainment Thursdays, I end up and just making a hymn out of myself mostly. And Friday, of course, if you want to tune in on Friday, Friday is Feedback Friday, where you can come talk to me. If there's something you want to get off your chest, there's time to talk about it. We can talk about it live. All right. So anytime you want to say anything, leave a comment below. If you want to hang out and follow along with me, you're more than welcome to. If you don't, that's fine too. If you go like, this lady's out of control, I don't think she can teach me anything. Well, then that's the way it's going to be. But if you want to learn more about me, please look me up, KimOverholt.com. And if you want me to be a part of your fun while you're in the Niagara area, I should say, you can look me up by my fun party page. Let me give that to you before you go. I'll write this down. Please write this down as well. And hang out with me in the Niagara area, and we can party. It's called Niagara. Parties.com. I think I also have .ca as well. But hey, if you want to bonk, if you want to contact me, then we can party together, Niagara Art Parties, because everybody needs a nap. And I love to have people come and hang out with me. It's so relaxing. It's so nice to do. And I hang out with kids, and I hang out with adults, and I hang out with the old and young alike. And we all seem to have a really great time together. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. So, hey, come check me out either at KimOverholt.com or see my NiagaraArtParties.com. And hang out with me. We'll party together. I can teach you everything that you need to know to be as good as I am. Well, you'll probably do way better than I do, but I'll give you a good start on it anyways, right? And in the meantime, let me tell you guys, I am just going to say that there's I joke about it all the time. This thing that I have for celebrities, it's just a passing phase. I know. I'm getting better. I think that I'm a little bit celebrity obsessed, and I've been trying to calm it down a little bit. So I think I'm getting good at calming it down. And yeah, I know I wanted so bad to be something big, but I know it's just this is me in the Niagara area, and this is what it's going to come into. This is it. And I appreciate, I always tell people, WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get. And I hope to just be here to give you as much help with anything that you may need art wise as possible. So contact me if you want it. If you want any help, follow me on Facebook or Instagram. I'm not on X or Twitter anymore, just because I said something truthful and they knocked me out. So I'm not going back. But I want to make sure that you know that I'm here for you guys on YouTube, of course. And I enjoy being here. So you want to be here and hang out with me? You're more than welcome to. And I appreciate you. And to Brad Pitt out there, I know. Peace, brother, will at it, and this is me and Brad Pitt, and again, this is me over here. This is him in his game. Yeah, we all know the story. We all know it.